Hello everyone, my name is Pooja Shekhar. In this video, I am going to share with you all how do I create fashion illustrations from my Android phone. The application I use to create the fashion illustration is PicsArt. There are a lot of applications which of the lehenga. You can draw as much as you want. Then I'm using brush and I have adjusted to size 6 to draw this. You can see an eraser option also right after the brush, which will help you to erase your mistakes. The outlining of the lehenga is completed. Now the fun part begins, adding print on the outfit. Select add photo and then select the image which we downloaded from Pinterest and adjust it to cover the whole lehenga. That image must cover the whole lehenga, and then select opacity option and decrease the opacity so that you can see the lehenga, did it covered or not, and select eraser option. Then harden the eraser and you just have to erase the part outside lehenga which is not necessary for us, so you have to erase it by yourself for the precision actually. If in case you erased an area which you want by mistakenly, then there is an option called restore which will help you to restore the area wherever you want. Okay, so after erasing all the unwanted area, you just have to come back to opacity and increase the opacity level to 100, and you can see your lehenga is completely ready. The print is all over the lehenga. As the lehenga is ready, now I'm going to illustrate the choli. Select draw tool. I want this exact blue color on choli, so I'm going to select from pick tool. Just have to select pick tool and you can select whichever color you want. I'm using this first brush to draw choli. I'm keeping the neck and sleeve of the choli very simple, just a short sleeve with round neck. You can experiment a lot here. Neck and sleeve can be created interestingly. You can do whatever you want to. So the top part of the choli is ready. There is a net fabric below the choli, and to create that I'm using this tool which will make this look a see-through fabric. So I'm using that same color which I used to choli. You can use eraser tool to erase the unwanted area. I think it's very thick to be a net fabric, so I'm just using this layers option and I'm just reducing the opacity so that it can look like a net fabric. After drawing choli, I'm going to add shadow to the skin. For that, I'm using this brush. You can see I'm adjusting the size and opacity. You can do the same and select pick tool and select the skin color and then darken the tone because shadows needs to be darkened, and then add shadows. You can see how I'm going to add them and you can do the same. This makes a lot of difference. You can try by yourself. So the shadow on face and body is done. Now it's time to add shadows to the skirt or lehenga. Have to go to draw option and select this brush, and you just have to make some adjustments regarding the size and spacing. Just see how I'm going to do and you can do the same. After adjusting the size, you can add the shadows. Basically it is to show the folds of the lehenga. You can add as much as folds you want. This will help you to show the flare of your lehenga and it makes a lot of difference for sure. After lehenga, I'm using the same brush to show shadow in choli as well. I'm using eraser to erase these unwanted areas. You just have to do it patiently if you want your sketch to be perfect and beautiful. So this is a matter of your patience and how you need your illustration to be. The shadowing on the lehenga is not done yet. I'll use this brush with these adjustments to make the foldings look more pop. These small steps can make a lot of difference. I call this as finishing, and for me finishing is the most important thing in fashion illustration, and I think half of the work can be done in finishing itself. After putting the right amount of shade in right places, I think my lehenga looks perfect, and for me it's not looking like a photo anymore, and I hope you're understanding what I'm trying to say. So after this, let's go to the brushes. In brushes, select the fourth option. There you can see a lot of brushes. They are very colorful and they're very useful. I'm using this glitter brush, and you can adjust the size and opacity here as well. I'm using the size 4, and I'm adding this glitter on the choli, and you can add them wherever you want. This is to show the embroidery on choli. This brush option makes PicsArt a lot more easy to illustrate. You'll get a lot of options and you can just design whatever you want here, and this is one thing I love about PicsArt. So the embroidery part is done. Now I came back to draw option and I'm using this brush to add hair, and this is how I draw hair in PicsArt, and I'm giving a messy high bun for this look. So now the outfit and hair is completely ready. So the remaining thing is adding jewelry. So let's start by adding bangles. By using pick tool, I selected the blue color, and in brushes I use this brush and in this size to add any jewelry because I think it looks a little metallic finish when I use them. So by using this I draw bangles. With these blue bangles I want to add these green bangles as well, just for the combination purpose. The bangles are ready, so now let's add necklace. I'm not going to draw the necklace. I'm using this sticker option and search for diamond necklace. This is such a fun thing about PicsArt. You can see a lot of options. You can select whichever you want, and I'm going to select the same necklace which I used in the old sketch. You can adjust the brightness and everything, and you can erase that earring with eraser.